What's up guys, Matt and Blake from the Football Boots team, and what we're going to be showing you and also telling you today is that a massive brand on the boot market will be releasing a brand new signature edition boot next season. Now we can't tell you which brand and also which player, but we can tell you it's going to be massive, challenging the likes of Lionel Messi and also Cristiano Ronaldo. But we have created 10 signature boot examples for you guys to pick which one is the best, and also let us know in the comment section below which player you reckon it's going to be having their own signature edition boot next season. So the first possible signature edition boot has to go to Eden Hazard. Had an unbelievable season with Chelsea this season and one of the main players to help them lift the Premier League trophy. Now Blake, what kind of inspiration have you gone for with the Vapor 11?
Well, Eden Hazard has had actually a signature edition boot before. Yeah. I don't know, it was Vapor 9 was it?
Yeah.
White and blue with a lightning bolt design, and that's the sort of emphasis for this one. We've gone for Vapor 11, a light blue design for the Chelsea colours, and the Belgian lightning bolt on the back with black, yellow and red. It looks really nice. Maddie, what do you think of it?
I really like this. Now when that actual Hazard boot came out a couple of seasons ago, I loved it. I thought the colourway was ultra slick, and I also like that Hazard print in the lightning bolt graphics, which is what you've kept this time around. Yep. So I think if this actually came out, an absolute smash. But let's move on to our next possible signature edition boot. So let's get into our next one, and it is the gunslinger of Luis Suarez. Unbelievable centre forward. For me, I think he's the most deadly forward in world football. As a centre half, I would hate to mark this guy. I think he'd pull my pants down and I'll be struggling getting laughed at. But Blake has created an adidas X16.1 with the Luis Suarez inspiration. So what did you really go for?
I think it's quite obvious, this design. You've got blue, red and yellow, so the Catalan colours of Barcelona. Red on the bottom, coming up to a nice gradient design with blue on the top. Red laces and a yellow Adidas logo with a sort of gunslinger celebration like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, what do you think of it?
Yeah, do you know what? This isn't the boot for me. All the guys who watch our videos, the 16.1 isn't my favourite boot. I'm not too keen on the design, but obviously he's got his gunslinger logo on there, and I think for a lot of kids, I think they could really like this one because he's such a good player. Everyone supports Barcelona these days for some reason, probably because of Messi. Apart from me, because I'm Los Blancos till I die. Hala Madrid. But that's Luis Suarez, so let's move on to our next one. So what a signature edition boot this would be. I would love for this to come out. One of my favourite young players on world football. And can you guess who it is with that colourway and also La Jolla on the back of the boot? So it must be Paulo Dybala. What a talent this guy is. He's going to be super world class one day. Massive transfer fee coming this way. But what was the inspiration?
So La Jolla, otherwise known as the Jewel. Paulo Dybala, one of the biggest young talents in world football, going to Barcelona or staying at Juventus, who knows. But the inspiration for this one is you got the pink on the top, Palermo and the sort of Juventus away kit, then blue Argentina and black on the bottom Juventus. So it's all like three or four clubs combined into a really slick superfly, very similar to that Vapor 8 it was. That's CR7. Made for CR7 with that black, pink and blue. Maddie, what do you think of it? I
love this. Gradient designs, massive tick from me. And also I think that colourway is very slick, and Nike just do that so well. And like we saw on CR7's Force for Greatness, just that upper, that Nike skin has a really nice sheen to it. Yep. And on this colourway would look incredible. So that's Paulo Dybala. Let's move on to our next one. So as you guys can probably all guess, I'm not really happy with this one because it's Barcelona inspired. Which player have you gone for?
No, it's obviously Lionel Messi. Yeah. Red at the back, blue at the front with that Barca logo on the side. White is the additional trim colour. Overall, I think it's quite a nice design. But anyone who isn't a Barcelona fan, if you're a Real Madrid fan, you're not going to like this boot. I'm a Barcelona fan myself. I'm going to like this one. I'm sure a lot of kids would love this model. What do you think?
Now, although I don't actually like this one, what I really can appreciate is if Adidas actually did some Messi-inspired colourways. So far this season, they've just been standard releases, but looking back into the past, Adidas did create some really nice storyline boots, a little bit like Nike do with CR7. So if they could actually revisit that for Messi, I think that would be great. So guys, what a sweet release this would be. Obviously, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang with that crazy Swarovski inspired design. Say Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang 3 times real quick.
Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I can't do it.
You can't do it. If you guys can do it, we challenge you to seriously hard work, but what a release this is. Obviously the Dortmund colours, what else have we gone for?
So the Swarovski design, he had that on the Superfly 4 with the Dortmund colours, pretty much yellow and black with that big Dortmund logo slapped on the side. It was really nice. I've added a sort of Swarovski effect to these sort of swoosh logos and these sole plates. I think this looks stunning. And if Aubameyang did wear this in the 2017-18 season, I would love that. What do you think?
Do you know what? I could actually imagine this. So far, some of the concepts that we've actually designed are a little bit hot and cold. Some may be realistic, some might not be that realistic. But this one, knowing Aubameyang and the releases he's had already from Nike, I could actually imagine this. Swarovski crystals, big tick, he loves that, and also the Dortmund colourway. He's such a big player for the club and he loves the club, so I could actually imagine this. So this next one would be one of my favourite signature edition boots to come out next season, and that is the Welsh Wizard of Gareth Bale. I love the way he plays, I love his attitude, I love the way he loves the clubs he plays for. I think he's going to stay at Real Madrid, but what is the inspiration you've gone for the X16.1?
Well, I could have made a Bale sort of Real Madrid inspired one, so white and dark blue or purple, but I didn't go for that. I sort of went for the Welsh sort of colours, so red and white at the bottom with a bit of maroon in the middle, and it's a sort of sideways lightning bolt design because Bale, again, like Aubameyang, is one of the fastest players in world football. What do you think of it, Matty?
I like it. Now, one pair of boots that it does remind me of is those actual official Hazard ones like we mentioned earlier that actually came out with that lightning bolt graphic, which was so popular. A lot of you guys out there thought they were incredible, and I think you're going to think exactly the same of these Bale ones, so maybe this could be a realistic one for next season. So this next one wouldn't be a brand new signature edition release, but the latest chapter in his story. Take it away.
So chapter 5, this is my best guess on what CR7 in chapter 5 will be wearing. This is probably inspiration from his move from Manchester United to Real Madrid. Chapter 4 was about Ronaldo's time at Manchester United, but this could be his move to Real Madrid and all the pieces of silverware he's won at Real Madrid. It's almost a copy of that silverware design you saw on the Superfly 4, but overall I think this is quite a sharp design. What do you think, Matty?
I really like it. Now, those original silverwares, they had so much glitter on top, if you almost brushed them, they would almost fall off a little bit. Now, I did like that, so definitely not one to wear, but definitely to have on your mantelpiece. And if Nike did actually revisit this silverware design and put it onto chapter 5, there'd be a mega sellout straight away. So this next possible signature edition release is one of the most recognisable ones out there, and that's because it's the France-inspired, Paul Pogba inspired A17 Plus Pure Control. I was going to do a dab, but I stopped myself because that is just dead. Now guys, stop doing the dab, we don't need it anymore, it's died out. But what was the inspiration behind it?
So obviously Pogba, one of the most patriotic French players in world football. He's a French design with this. He's got blue at the back, white in the middle and red at the front. I think this is quite an elegant design, but if you're not French, you're probably not going to like it. With this little PP Paul Pogba logo at the back of the boot, chrome silver sole plate there. I think it's pretty nice. Matty, what do you think?
Do you know what? There was actually one that he wore very similar to this. Was that on the Magista Obra or was it still on the Pure Control?
I think it was, yeah, it was Magista Obra.
It was the Magista Obra. I think it might have been to do with the Paris attacks, and he was showing his support for that. So a really nice touch by Pogba, and maybe something Adidas can do in the next season. So we've had some great forwards features so far, so let's add another one to the list. Probably the best genuine number 9 in world football, that old school centre half, Robert Lewandowski. Now, although I like the player, I'm not too keen on this design, but what did you go for?
So 30 goals Lewandowski got in the Bundesliga this season, one more than Aubameyang. So red, blue and white is the inspiration for this Phantom 3. Obviously it's towards Bayern Munich. They love red, they love blue and a bit of white, but this season's kept red and white. I could have just done a red and white one, but I've gone for the red and blue. I think kids would like this more than the standard red and white edition. What do you think, Matty?
Do you know what? I think I could actually imagine this release happening. Now, not because I think it looks good, but because the High Venom designs right now, a little bit like the Superflies, are so outrageous with that half and half design.
Yes.
Two massively bold colourways going against each other, and that's pretty much what this is. So don't be surprised if you do see some really loud signature edition boots next season. So as we said, guys, at the start of the video, there is going to be a signature edition boot coming next season, and we think personally that it is probably going to be Neymar. Now, Ronaldo is still the headline player for Nike, but he arguably is coming towards the end of his career, so they need that new player on the scene, and this guy is just firing on all cylinders over the last couple of seasons. So it could be him. Who are we talking about?
So we are talking about Barcelona and Brazil's Neymar, and we've gone for a yellow and blue design, Christ the Redeemer print on the middle of the boot, with the NJR logo on the back of the boot, black sole plate and yellow studs. What do you think of it, Matty?
Do you know what? I don't actually mind it. Now, there's been a couple of Neymar releases already on some previous Hyper Venoms. Liquid Diamond and Golden Dream, really smart looking football boots, and obviously Neymar is so popular. Talk to any kid out there or go to coaching camps and you can almost guarantee there'll be Barcelona shirts with Neymar on the back, so these would be a really hot seller. But guys, that's pretty much our most realistic 10 signature edition boots that could come next season. Pick your favourite in the poll card and also let us know in the comment section below which kind of players that you would like to see have a signature edition boot as well. But guys, that pretty much wraps up the video, so thanks for watching as always.
We'll see you next time.